We've had a few miserable days. So today is set to get to nearly 30 degrees. So I'm just sort of pottering around today. We went to fire up the little lawn tractor that we use for towing the lawn sweeper. Nothing. Put a booster pack on it. Nothing. Tried putting the booster pack direct onto the start motor. Nothing. Start motor was seized up. So I took all that off, stripped it down, cleaned it, put it all back together. Put the booster pack on the starter and it spins. Put it all back together, nothing. There's power getting to the starter solenoid, but there's no power getting through it. So I've got a new starter solenoid and we've got a new start motor coming. I'm just going to quickly fit the solenoid today and see if that works. I'm not doing a how-to video, but I'll just bring you along and see what we get up to today. I don't think I'll be doing a lot out here today because it's getting quite hot. It's due to get to 35 tomorrow, so it'll be probably hotter than that in the sun. We thought all this heat had gone. We've had a bit of rain and down to sort of 18. No, we went out the other day, it was 15 degrees. You know, you're hitting 40 plus in the sun. And next time you go out in the car, it says it's 15 degrees. It's like, Jesus, it's a little bit different. Anyway, let's go and fit this solenoid. Old one, new one. The brackets are slightly different because this one was bolted on with those brackets, but there's enough slack in the wire that I can bolt it on with those. So not a big issue. So you got positive, and then your ignition and the ignition feed, and that's an earth, I believe. Don't know how much of that you can see. Right, I'm gonna get that bolted on and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Still does that then. It's getting hot out there. So we know the start solenoid works. The Hobbit's just brought the key up. I've just tried it. There's no fuel tank or anything on it at the minute. So it's just fired up with the petrol that's in the carburetor. And you will notice that I took the key out and it was still running. It does that. It does stop eventually. If you sort of wiggle the key, it's just not disconnecting somewhere. But it's an old mower. It's, what is it, 1997, something like that. Start motor's coming tomorrow, so I'll whack that on and then just put everything else back together, and then we can go and collect some grass. So let's see what we get on for the rest of the day. It's about lunchtime now, so whether I come back out after lunch, who knows. Anyway, off for some lunch.
Some time later.
Another little job I want to do, I will pottering about. We're in the back of the Range Rover, as you can probably tell. If you're out camping, off-roading, and you're going to set up a fire or a camp stove, it's always a good idea to have one of these. It's a fire extinguisher. I've got two of these. There's not really anywhere decent you can mount this. Obviously you want to make sure the fire extinguisher does what you need it to do. House fires, caravan fires, car fires, people fires, barbecue fires, iron fires, you know, if you're ironing your clothes, yacht fires, camp fires in a tent, laptop fire, or Christmas tree fires. Says it all on the bottom there, look. So I have ordered one of these off AliExpress, which is a quick release fire extinguisher holder. I can't demonstrate it because I've only got one hand. I'm holding the camera with the other one. So I wanted to put it, I'll show you where I was going to put it. Got this alloy strip up here, and that's on a piece of alloy which runs along there, but my bolts aren't long enough because that would have sat quite nicely on there. The fire extinguisher sat in there. But instead, this little piece of the boot here, it's a cutout, so I'm going to stick it in there. It's quick release, so it'll come off, so if I ever need to take this panel out for any reason, I can just pop it out. So I'm going to mark some holes, drill them out and fit that on. I'll be back with you when we get it done, and then I can see if I can demonstrate it, how the quick release works. Anyway, I'll crack on with this. You won't want to see drilling holes, it's boring. And then I shall be back with you shortly. Pull it out. There you go. Pretty solid there. Quite nice in the back of this car. All the windows are open. There's a lovely breeze coming through. You can probably hear it. It's picking up on the microphone, I assume. It's not the most ideal of places because you lose that little bit of space down there. But it's quick release, it's easy, and there's no point having the fire extinguisher sat in the garage. You want it in the car. So I say I have got another one. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. Ideally, I would like to sort of put it in front of the passenger seat. You know, we'll have to see. But yeah, safety first and all that. Fire extinguisher. If you're going to have fires, a camp stove or barbecue or anything like that when you're out in the wilderness, like here, if we was to go out off-roading and we stop in the woods, we crack open the camp stove and something happens, you've got a fire extinguisher. You can, hopefully, if things go a bit wrong, sort it out. So yeah, fire extinguisher, always have a first aid kit. It's just bits and pieces of gear that we're getting together and getting the car kitted out. I'm going to have a bit of a pot around. I've got some videos to do on the car, actual proper content. So I might just do that this afternoon because it is bloody hot out. I don't know how hot it is. I'll fire the car up in a minute and see. I'll shove a tidy up in the boot here and I shall carry on and do some other stuff. That's going to be about it for this little video. I've been messing about on there and I've been messing about in the car. I chucked a sticker on just for a laugh. Maximum water level, Range Rover, full fat, 700ml water it can go in. That's how much water it can stand in. You can obviously put it in extended mode. Once you get a bow wave, you could go a bit deeper. The 700ml is for where the airbox comes out in the wing. Obviously it's a little bit higher up on here. I just thought it was a little bit of fun. Maximum water level. I've got another, put one on the other side. I might put one on the boot lid up at the top somewhere. But yeah, so no, I don't plan on going through water that deep, but you know. I've been messing about with the gap tool, changing some CCF files. You would have seen that in other videos, or they might be coming out after this one. I don't quite know. I've got this for my keys. It says, obviously, please remove before flight. There's nothing worse, obviously, if you're able-bodied and you're up and about, you can put your keys in your pocket. I tend to stuff stuff down in the back of the wheelchair, and then I forget it's there, and then shit, where's my keys? But so I've got this now. Another AliExpress. Oh no, it might have been Temu actually, temu.com. Anyway, that's it for today. Catch you in the next video. Bye for now.